this morning to go to her flight, and so I've been here all day by myself. I took a nap for like 3 hours. Guess I'm tired and I could probably go back to sleep again. Instead, I edited a video and it's uploading right now. It's been uploading for like 7 or 8 hours. I don't have great signal at this hotel. And I just sewed my towel back together, which is over there. The little like loop that holds it to my backpack finally ripped. And so I sewed it back in the top so it won't come flying off my backpack. Now I'm sewing my tent. The like seam that goes down the middle of my mesh, the seam right here, it started to pull apart in 2 different spots, which isn't a big deal because when the tent is taut, it keeps it closed anyways, and the bugs haven't found a way through it. But it's getting bigger, so I'm just going ahead and preemptively sewing it shut again. So I already sewed one piece back together. Now I'm going to sew, there's another hole closer to the top here. I'm going to sew back together. And then after this, I have so many town chores to do. I haven't even figured out resupply boxes because I'm going to have to send out 3 or 4. After this, I'm going to go through all my videos, which is a lot because I've deleted some from this trip, but I really haven't deleted any. And I've got to upload all of them to Google Drive and delete them off my phone because I'm running out of phone space. And upload pictures that I have and up to my drive too, just in case something were to happen. I lose my phone, so I don't lose everything. I needed a full 0 to do this, and this is the 0 right now. Luckily, I have this day before I leave, and then I have tomorrow too, which will be dedicated to catching up on my journal, which I'm 3 days behind because my flight doesn't leave until like, I don't need to be there till like 6, but I'm gonna get kicked out of my hotel at 11, so I'll probably just go sit at the airport until my flight leaves. There's no point in changing my flight since my friend works today, so she's gonna pick me up from the airport this afternoon. My flight's only an hour long, so I'll figure out something to do with myself. Who knows what that will be. Hopefully not shopping. Here we are at a blueberry. We're going to pick some blueberries. Got my bucket. Did you click it?
I clicked it now.
I'm picking this bloob right here, the first bloob of the day. Yay! This is the bloob haul so far. Look at all those bloobs. Bloobs, 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 bloobs. This is Gabriella's haul of bloobs. This is my haul of bloobs. I've got way more bloobs than her. Look at these bloobs. Oh yeah.
No, you have good sized bloobs too.
This is my $6 worth of blueberries I picked. Mmm. Help. Walking around suburbia with my backpack on. I got back from the airport at like 8:30ish and walked 3 miles over to Target to buy a super fun card game I like, but they didn't have it. It was out of stock, unfortunately. So then I went over to REI to get a liner for my quilt that I'm going to use when it's really hot out instead of using my quilt. Thankfully they did have it, even though online it said they didn't. And now I'm going to my favorite pizza place, Mod, to wait for sunshine. Welcome to day 84. It's Sunshine's day 82 because she cheats and doesn't include her 0 days. So don't let that illusion confuse you. We are back on trail. This is the trail right now. It is hot in my new tank top because it's hot. My shoulders will be burned by today. And we are gonna go a mystery. We're gonna go a mystery amount of miles, however far we get. And then we're gonna keep hiking and have a great time. I have blueberries I'm gonna eat that I picked yesterday. It's very magical. And then I'm gonna realize how much I don't like hiking in about 5 minutes.
Love hiking.
No. I hate heat.
Love hiking with sunshine. You do. You just spit in my mouth.
Good. Kinky.
Kinky, yeah.
These are the new socks. They're my sprinkle socks. They won't look as pretty as they do now. Ever again. Ever again. Sunshine was a across the country for too long, so now we had to be close again. This is my new sleeping liner for when it's hot. Admire how white it is, because it will never be this white ever again. Welcome to day 85. Yesterday we did 9.4 miles, and I slept in till 6:40, which is the latest I've ever slept in on this trail. Today we have to do 30 miles, and then 30 miles after that, and 30 miles after that. We'll see if we end up doing more daily or not. I like getting to camp at 7. So I have time to get all my stuff done before it gets dark, so I can go to sleep earlier, because when I'm rested, I'm happy. It looked at the terrain for today. I imagine, it's gonna be much like this. Forest land. There's some baby strawberries. They're not quite ripe yet. We're getting there, almost time, and the huckleberries all have flowers, which means huckleberries are coming in the next month. Goodbye, Ashland/Medford. I bet I'll be able to see you for most of today. Whee! I love these because they're like metallic shiny. They're like gold. Ooh, pretty. Look, I'm on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's got some shrooms. It's got some peppers, some pepperonis, some crust. I don't know what those things are. And then we are here apparently on the Appalachain Trail as well. Here's the white blaze. And this is some life advice for you on trail. No horses, no parents, no bedtime, no bow or die. Makes sense. No parents, no bedtime. Woo! Mom, I don't have a bedtime. I can go to bed whenever I want. Do you think I can float on this lazy river to Canada? It is 6:36. I'm less than 3 miles away from camp, and it was hot today. Hot but not buggy, thank goodness. And the terrain was super easy, and I'm just kind of moseying all day long, which I'm okay with, because I tend to hike a lot slower when it's hot out. my body doesn't handle heat very well, and then it gets cool, and then I'm like, boom. Today I had this weird realization that I can't entirely feel the right side of my tongue, which makes sense why when I chew things on that side, I often bite my tongue or my gum of my mouth, the skin of my mouth. A little backstory: when I went to get my wisdom teeth removed, they actually severed the nerve on that side of my face, so I couldn't feel that side of my tongue, the entire tongue, for a long time, and eventually was lucky enough to get it. The only surgeon, one of very few surgeons who could do that surgery, happened to be near my house at the time, so I got it reattached and got a lot of my feeling back, but it's still not in its entirety. I just didn't, I mean, this has been years, but I just haven't really noticed, because when my tongue was fully numb, I would just chew on it and not know what the hell was happening. Be like, I don't have anything in my mouth. And then I started getting used to eating things on the left side of my mouth and not on the right side. So even now I still do that. I was like, this time I was like, I'm gonna eat something on the right side of my mouth. And realizing the side of my tongue couldn't really entirely feel it or taste the candy in my mouth. It's like, interesting.
Oh, that would be so fucking funny. But I was so dramatic about this, and this one kills me. I mean, that one definitely won't hurt as bad. Well, maybe I want it to kill me. Do I want to survive this?
Maybe they'll both fall at the same time and hit each other and get stuck.
We both die.
This is the process Sunshine goes through at camp, trying to decide if she could die.
Every night.
She kept inching her tent slowly away from me because apparently there's a deadfall behind me. And then she found another one.
So now we're both dying.
Excellent.
It's been real, YouTube. Thanks for following us.
Sunshine made me feel paranoid, so I went from there to right here, which you can't see because now it's too dark, but there's my tent. Welcome to day 86. Yesterday we went 31.4 miles, and today it's supposed to be super flat and awesome, but it's also supposed to be the start of mosquito hell. So that's gonna be fun. And probably won't stop a lot if that's the case, because then they swarm you and eat you alive. I'm going to a water source in 2 miles, Love Trail, and hopefully you can manage to put in a 35 today, so that gives us 25 into Crater Lakes tomorrow, and that's it. There's lots of huckleberries. They aren't ripe yet. All these bushes right here are huckleberry bushes, which are essentially just blueberries that taste a little different. None of the huckleberries are ready yet, though. I have seen some green huckleberries, which is more than I've seen up to this point. So that means they're coming soon. Maybe. Huckleberries, where are you? I'm ready to eat you. Just got water from this very large water pump. And here's the cabin. Apparently people have been shitting in the shelter. Yummy. Canadian border is 889 miles away. Maybe. Those signs are never right because they adjust the trail and then it's wrong and blah blah blah. It is 3:16 and pretty much done with all the incline for today. I mean, there practically was none. Got like 11 more miles to camp, and then they'll have a little less than 30 to get to Crater Lake National Park store/campground, where I should have a box waiting for me, hopefully, of my resupply. And then we go to the next thing. Maybe we'll go further today. It kind of depends on me because I always get there first. And Sunshine usually will just keep hiking until she finds me. She's not really that far behind me today. So if we can make it to the 30-mile marker at a reasonable time, then I'll just keep going to the next one and just take off a couple miles for tomorrow. And maybe have some time to use the carts that I bought. Maybe. Tank top life. I found all the skeeters. Oh, gross. All these little tiny green bushes. They're grassberry bushes, which is essentially miniature huckleberries, or a different kind of blueberry. But they're super tiny, and because of that, they're really annoying to pick, but they are delicious. You just have to be very patient to get a handful. They'll probably bloom before the huckleberries will. That's how it was in the CDT. They were ripened way before the huckleberries were. So I should be seeing some coming up very soon, maybe. Or maybe they'll bloom the same time as the huckleberries. Sunshine, you don't have time to test it. The mosquitoes are going to eat you. Go, go, go!
You do have pants.
Go! Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm going to fit in these.
Welcome to day 87. We're in mosquito hell. Right now, it was right when I exited my tent, they swarmed me, and Sunshine had my head net and my pants, so I was unprotected. But now I've got all my rain gear on, got my head net. The mosquitoes can't get to me, thank God. They can get the Sunshine, but I gave her my bug spray, so she's that much more protected. We have 31.4 miles to the road to get to whatever resort at Crater Lakes National Park. And then we have 1.1 miles to get to the actual resort, but I'm hoping I can hitch for 1.1 miles on that road. Or I'm just going to pretend that those 1.1 miles don't exist while I'm doing them. So we're just going with 31.4 because 1.1 further will murder me. And yeah, we're going to all have lost, we will all have lost about a gallon of blood by the time we reach there. I don't need that blood. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Yay!
I love that. The dead stuff beside me.
It's been a minute since I've been by the snow. Oh no. Oh no. Whee! Whee! It's 1800. 1800 is full of skeeters. since the mosquitoes are super mean. Now I'm putting on my rain pants before I get to the creek so they don't annihilate my legs when I arrive. I'll probably pull out my rain jacket too. Hiking is fun. Yay! It's lunchtime. I have my sandwich with pepper jack, pepperonis, and pesto. Mmm. Look! I'm entering Crater Lake National Park. How exciting! Ooh, look at all these pizza stands we got because we got so many pizzas. Hikers eat too much. Beep! We have so many pizzas, we have our own pizza table.
We don't have enough.